Hamjamboni, kwa majina naitwa Pastor Grace Jenga wa Ezra Christian TV. Nimekuja kuwaletea habari njema. Ezra Christian TV iko na shule mpya ambayo imefungua, inaitwa Ezra Academy. Na katika shule hii tumekuja kuwafundisha kuhusu mambo ya media, na tunafundisha digital marketing, content creation, photography, videography, graphic designs. Na ukitaka kutufikia, nambari zetu za simu 0780 86 36 88 au 0713 66 29 87. Tunawakaribisha nyote, asanteni. Hamjamboni, kwa majina naitwa Pastor Grace Jenga wa Ezra Christian TV. Nimekuja kuwaletea habari njema. Ezra Christian TV iko na shule mpya ambayo imefungua 2987. Tunawakaribisha nyote, asanteni.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Nitwa kwihokera rucio rwito. Thank you very much. Na wakaribisha mara tena watazamaji wangu, wasikilizaji wangu mahali walipo. Thank you very much. I welcome you to Ezra Christian TV Studios kwa mikono yote miwili. And as I always tell you that here it is where we get peace. Ukiwa hapa lazima utapata amani. Ukiwa hapa make sure that you're always happy. Because I always tell you ya kwamba kucheka na kufurahia tunaambiwangu, I don't know whether it's a saying, it's a fact, it's a fiction, that way inasaidia mifupa. Anyway, my visitors, wageni wangu wote, mashabiki wangu mahali waliko, na wakaribisha tena kwa mikono yote yangu miwili nikiwaambia karibuni sana. Karibuni sana tena sana. Namshukuru Mwenyezi Mungu. Namshukuru Mungu sababu ya baraka zake. Neema yake ambayo ametufikisha mahali hapa imekuwa mkono wake. There have been so many things that are going on in our nation. Kumekuwa na mambo mingi sana, especially for the past 1 week. Our nation have gone through a lot. Tunamshukuru Bwana that God have made us alive. Mungu ametuweka uhai. Though kumekuwa na challenges, ups and downs from last week on Monday when I was here, and the whole of that week have been full of helter-skelters, up and down. As you can remember, right now we are mourning the loss of more than 20-something children from Edalasha Academy. And my condolences goes to the parents of the deceased children ambao wamewaacha. And currently kuna watoto wengine ambao hawajulikani waliko. And I believe the God we serve here at Ezra TV, najua kwamba wale watoto watajulikana mahali waliko. Na kuanzia dakika hii tunatuma ombi pale Edalasha. Najua kuna wazazi ambao wanalia. Najua kuna wazazi ambao dakika hii they don't know what to do. Wamegoja tu any report can come out and they are like, God, what do we do? Tutafanya aje ama tutaenda wapi? But I'm here, MC Josh is here to encourage you. Na nikwambie hivi that I've come ili tukapate kuongea 1 2 3. Najua wale wazazi ambao wako chini, ambao mioyo yao inasikia imebodeka, iko chini. Nami niko hapa niwaletee maombi tupate kuongea. I believe there is power na kunazo nguvu katika Mungu. In prayers kuna mambo makubwa yanapatikana sana katika maombi. So therefore I believe wale wazazi ambao wako pale Nyeri and all the areas mahali watoto wao walikuwa wametoka, nawaambia kwamba kuna Mungu ambaye anawajali. Haijalishi ni mambo gani mnapitia, lakini kuna Mungu ambaye atawapa tulizo la moyo. Kuna Mungu ambaye atawatuliza wale wazazi. Na kama kuna mzazi mmoja kama yule ambaye ananisikiliza, nikwambia kwamba kuna Mungu, there is hope in God and there is a God of our tomorrow. Na nikwambie hivi, kama umeachwa na mtoto wako, najua kuna watu wengine wengi sana wanaomboleza. Kuna wamama ambao some single ladies ambao waliaga last weekend. There have been so many deaths in our nation. We have been surrounded by the spirit of death. Now, to the families that are believing, to the families that are mourning, to the families that are crying, I am here, MC Josh, ili nikupe neno la himizo. Na nikwambie hivi, Mungu anakujali. You might see as if situations are changing. Mambo yamebadilika sana. Jana ulikuwa unacheka, today you are crying. Nikwambie hivi, kunaye Mungu ambaye atatuliza mioyo yenu. Kunaye Mungu ambaye atatuliza zile familia. It is not easy. It is not easy losing a beloved one. It is not easy losing a wife, losing a husband, losing a child. It is not easy. Na kama hujai kufiwa na mtu, let me assure you that it is not easy. It is not easy. I lost my both parents some 2 years back. And I can confidently tell you that it is not easy to lose a beloved one. To those parents who have lost their children, let me tell you this, that there is a God who is going to encourage you. Kunaye Mungu ambaye atawapa nguvu. Kunaye Mungu ambaye atawainua. Mungu ambaye atainua mioyo yenu. To those parents who do not know where their children are. Najua pale kuna mzazi ambaye anauliza, MC Josh, mimi sijui hata mtoto wangu wako wapi. Si afadhali nikiona the corpse of my kid, hata ile maiti haijapatikana, mtoto mwenyewe hajapatikana. Nami niko hapa nikwambie hivi, imagine kunaye Mungu mbinguni. Kunaye Mungu ambaye some of those kids, ambao wale watoto atawaleta wakiwa uhai. Na tunakuuliza kwa heshima, if you're there, you are in some of those areas, na kuna mtoto kama yule, na pengine hata wengine wanadarada kwa barabara, they are frustrated when they saw the breakout of the fire. Najua wengine walikuwa very shocked and frustrated. Some ran out of school. They didn't know where they were running to. Kama uko na mtoto kama yule kwako nyumbani, it is good you surrender the child ili wazazi wapate amani. Some of these parents cannot even get peace. They cannot even eat. They are so shocked and so stranded. Niko hapa nikwambie hivi, that all shall be well. God is in control. Our God is in control. Hata kama hujui wale watoto wako wapi, imagine Mungu anajua. They will come alive. Kutakuwa na neno la himizo ndani yako. Najua ya kwamba, if you're listening to me and from me, I'm lacking words. I'm lacking words. That's what that I can explain. You know, wakati mtu amefiwa and you have lost a loved one, huwa tunakosa maneno, and what are not enough. What do I say? All I can say is that our God, the God we serve, is in control. Na Mungu atawashikilia, zile jamii zitasimama. To those of you who are listening to me, pengine uko pale nyumbani and you feeling maisha yamekuwa magumu. MC Josh, nilienda asubuhi nikashughulika. I've been looking for food. I've been looking for this and this. Nimetafuta kazi sijapata. Nimerejea nyumbani bila kazi. Sit there down and relax. Ili nikwambie hivi, ya kwamba kunaye Mungu wa kesho. There is a God of tomorrow. So if you're there, you're following me. Mashabiki wangu, pengine uko pale kazini, umefuganisha vilago vyako tu saa hii, since morning mpaka saa hii utafanya biashara. Let me tell you, there is a God of tomorrow. Kuna Mungu ambaye atashughulikia maisha yako, na ninakuashua hivi ya kwamba yule Mungu akianza kukufanyia kazi, maisha yako itasimama, biashara itasimama, na mambo yatakuwa swari. You know, there are those of you who have been walking the whole day, trekking the whole day, looking for maybe a job, looking for a business that you can do. Na imefika jioni, you don't know what to give to your children. You don't know what happens. And sasa inaona masaa yanaendelea. You don't know what you'll do. Ujui kama utapata chakula lishe ya watoto ya jioni ya leo. I'm here to assure you that the God we serve, He is a God who has power. Yeye ni Mungu ambaye, He is a God of all of us. He loves, in fact, He loves all of us. And we are all equal in the eyes of God. Usijidhalau, useme ya kwamba sijui naona kama Mungu ananichukia, sijui naona kama God is not interested in me. Nataka nikwambie, we are all equal in the eyes of God. It is only today that you are going through challenges. Nilio tu natembea ndani ya moto. Nataka nikwambie hivi, remember the story of Shadrach, Meshach and Abednego. Wakati waliingia kwa moto, the Bible says that 4 men were seen dancing in the fire, and the 4th man was an angel. Nataka nikwambie, there is an angel who is in your house. It doesn't matter what you're going through. Haijalishi unapitia mambo ina gani dakika hii. Wacha nikwambie, kunaye malaika ambaye atakushika mkono. Kunaye malaika ambaye atakuongoza. God is not yet done with you. He's not done yet with you. Usifikirie kujichukua kaba, nasikia kujinyonga, sijui naona sasa nimefika mwisho. I saw another post in Facebook, and one of my friends over the social media was saying, nimefika mwisho. I don't know what to do. Guys, if you don't come in now, I'm at my end. I'm here to tell you, even if you are at your end, when you come to your end, that is where the God we serve starts. Even if you have come to an end, You have come to the end of life. You've looked for a job, there's no job. You started a business, you've tried starting a business, no business is working. You've tried calling your family members, no one is listening to you. You've tried even lending money from banks and circles, no bank, no circle want to listen to you. I know there are some of you are listening to me. Wamejaa na madeni yamewasukuma, and they are like, MC, what do we do? The week has started. We are feeling so low. I am to tell you that it is the beginning of the week. It is the beginning of the week. And I know God is doing something. There is a God who is taking you far. So do not get frustrated. Najua maisha ni mangumu. Tunapitia mambo mangumu. Najua kuna ukame. Pesa hakuna. Familia zingine wamefiwa na watu wao. Biashara hakuna. Ukitazama all corners, right and left, nothing is working. You have tried all you can and nothing is working. I am here to assure you that the God we serve, the God of Elijah, the God of Isaac, is just at his throne. Na nikwambie hivi, atakushughulikia. So nawakaribisha tena katika hii program ambayo inaitwa Lil Talk Show. Hapa tunaongea mambo kwa uwazi. Hapa huwa tunaongea mambo, tunazungumza. We encourage each other. So wherever you are joining me from, unanisikiliza, you are either outside Kenya, uko Seattle, and I have my friends from Seattle, have some friends from London, from Dubai, from Qatar, from all corners of the world. Wherever you are joining this program, this Little Talk Show program, hosted by IMC Josh. And I'm here to tell you, you feel much welcomed. Those who are in Kenya, I can see my friends are joining me in. I can see Eileen, you're doing a commendable job back at Gedolai. Tabe Grace ni muibaji. Jemo, listening from Kitare Massive. Na wakaribisha nyote. Thank you very much. Daniel Jogu from Banana, joining in from Banana. Telesia, joining from Banana. Thank you very much. I can see people are joining in. Naona watu wanaendelea kuingia. I can see Peter Chao joining from Karura. Thank you very much. Karaoke from Nakuru. Thank you very much. Welcome to this program. Duatu wake Gosho. I say hi to you, sir. Duatu wake Gosho from Thika. Thank you very much for joining the program. We have Kevin Wamai from Banana. Watu wa Banana wagotea sana. Watu wa Banana, they are my good friends. Wherever you are. Hiyo nimekuwa occasion pale Kifadhi Comprehensive School, whereby the school have 5 newly built classes. The whole day we were there with our area MP Jona Kawajiko. Wherever you are, I say hi to you. Muheshimiwa, thank you for the good work that you have done at Kifadhi Comprehensive School. The children now can enjoy the new classrooms. Phyllis Boothia was one of the guests in the occasion. Phyllis Boothia, wherever you are. Thank you very much, madam, for even the presentation and making the occasion very colorful. So watu wa Banana, Kifadhi Comprehensive School, all the teachers, Teacher Veronica, grade 4, blue. Thank you very much, teacher, wherever you're joining us from. Frecia Joseph, Patrick Minor, thank you very much. All of you are joining this program. Kindly go to the comment section. Niambie unanifuata ukiwa pande gani ya Kenya. Niambie unanifuata ukiwa nchi gani. From what location are you joining me from? Go to the share section. Just share to your friends. Share in all your groups. Gawanya na marafiki wako. Tell them this program is very encouraging. Just share with your friends. And God will bless you. So, karibuni sana. Kama uko nyumbani, chukua glasi la maji. Just sit down, relax. Join me as we continue. Okay? Therefore, leo, nimewaletea program mzuri sana. Na nimekuja na topic mzuri sana. I bet most of us are really going to enjoy the topic. And our topic today, we are talking about change. Tunaongea about change. Things are changing. Mambo yanabadilika. These are changing. For example, in our nation, tuko na familia mingi sana ambazo wanalia. Watoto wameaga. So and so, our husbands, our wives, our family members. So that's change. Kuna mambo yanaendelea. Change have come. Change have come in those families. What do they do? What do we do in times of change? Mambo huwa inabadilika sana. You were working last week and today you are not working. Last year you were employed with good salary. Ulikuwa unapewa mshahara mzuri. These were so well for you. And now change has come such that you don't have that good salary. You don't have house rent. You don't have money to buy food. You would afford food last week, or last year, or last month, or even yesterday. And today you just woke up in the morning. This happened. things changed, you lost your job, things changed, you lost your children, you lost your marriage. Yes, I cannot forget to say so. The people who are losing marriages every day. And beginning, their source of livelihood was coming from their husbands of their wives. And one day they wake up and their marriage is gone. One day they wake up, they don't have a job. One day they wake up, we even have some people who even lose their Facebook accounts, their TikTok accounts, where maybe they get their source of livelihood, and they just wake up and everything have changed. So today we are talking about change. Change that is inevitable. Change must happen. Lazima kuwe na mabadiliko katika maisha yetu. Not most of us who like changes. Most of us do not like change. Unapata change inakuja. You used to earn a lot of money. Tuseme kwa mfano, you're getting a salary of 20,000. And all of a sudden, you have lost that job. From the 20,000, that is where you used to pay your house rent. From the same 20,000, you used to pay your children's school fees. Kutoka kwa ile 20,000, there are so many things you do with the 20,000, and things have happened. And one day you wake up, God forbid, and you don't have that job. One day you wake up, you're depending on your wife or your husband, and the marriage is gone. One day you wake up, all the things you are relying on, mambo mengi ambayo ulikuwa unatarajia, all the things you looked, I can say this, there are some things we put our hope on, and one day we wake up and there's no that hope. Change have come. Change have come. People even get transfers from their working areas, especially teachers, policemen, and the government officers, the government workers. You wake up one day and a letter is placed in your office table and you're told, no, you must relocate from this office or you must relocate from this area. How do we tackle change? Because change will come. Change will come. And our guiding word will come from the book of Jeremiah 29 and verse 11, which says that I have good plans for you. The plans I have for you are greater and they are so big. The plans I have for you, you cannot even imagine if God would have revealed the plans he has for you. Some of us will really get shocked. Mambo ambayo Mungu ametuwekea, the plans. Today we are complaining because a change have come. We have changed our working areas. Biashara zimeisha, that is change. Hata biashara kuenda chini, it is a change. You used to save. Ukifanya biashara and every day you pass by your nearby bank, you'd even save some money. Today you cannot be able to save, and some of us are just there crying. That is change. So what do we do when change comes? Jeremiah 29 verse 11 says that the plans that I have for you, they are plans for good things. Mawazo ninayowaza ni mawazo makuu sana. So those of you my listeners, watazamaji wangu, wasikilizaji wangu, mahali unanifuata, mahali unanisikiliza kutoka, wacha nikwambie hivi, mawazo ambayo Mungu ako nayo juu yako ni mawazo makuu sana. Ni leo tu unaona kama hakuna tumaini. It is only today that you think there is no hope. Ni leo tu biashara yako is not making any money. You're not making profit. Change has come. Umejipata kwa ile hali. You found yourself in that situation. I can even talk to pastors who are there. You woke up one day and you have your ministry is gone. You wake up one day and the things that you're holding with your hands, they are gone. What do? Umeamka tu siku moja, and anything that you're holding with your hands, over that, you just wake up to reality that I have nothing, that I have no ministry, that I have no members, that I have nothing. Change have come. So what do? And change cannot be avoided by any human being. We cannot avoid change. We cannot avoid change. Change will always come. Some of us finds it very difficult to adapt to change. So when change comes, watu huwa wanastuka sana. They don't know what to do. Jambo la kwanza tunafaa kujua that we cannot avoid change. Change will come in the morning, it will come daytime, it will come jioni, it will come the whole week, it will always come. Change will always come. These will always keep changing. So the only thing and the first thing you need to adjust in your mind, that change will come. Change will come. We shall not live in this world forever. All of us are living. So you must be able to accept the word change and accept that these are changing. These will change. If I get into marriage, lazima, to the young people who are listening to me out there, if you get into marriage Maisha ambayo ulikuwa unaishi peke yako before marriage automatically will change. Now you have your husband or you have your wife. Children will start streaming in. Your budget will also increase. Expenses itafurika kwa hiyo nyumba. So most of us, and that is why most of the young people are feared to get married, because of their responsibilities. They don't want to get responsible. And one thing you need to understand, you young lady, you young guy who is listening to me, that change will always come. Yes, I've gone into this marriage. I must embrace change. I must embrace change. So the first thing you need to know is that change will always come. Life is simply a series of changes. Maisha, life is simply a series of changes. These will keep on changing. That is what you call life. That is what you call life. Changes of things. Leo nilikuwa na pesa, kesho sina. Leo nilikuwa na familia, pengine kesho sina. So if you understand that life is a series of changes, there's nothing that will come along your way that is going to hinder your destiny. Some of us, we have great destinies. But the biggest challenge we have with our destinies, we do not want to embrace change, which have come. In our destinies, tuko na destiny kubwa sana. We want to become musicians. We want to become TV radio presenters. We want to become renowned pastors and preachers. But when we get into those ministries, when challenges starts flowing in, most of us gives up. Change have come. You thought when you started that business that it will just be merrymaking. And all of a sudden you find these are not working your way. Change have come. If you do not understand that life is a series of changes, and changes will always come. So, the law of life is change. Mark here and underline here that the law of life is change. We must accept that things will keep on changing. Biashara itabadilika. By the way, hata kama umeajiriwa kazi, let me for example by the government officers who are employed by the government, and some age, you must retire. And when do you think we have so many people after retirement? Most of people we know in our societies, in our communities, after retirement, most of them go bankrupt. Most of them even die. Most of them even get confused. They get frustrated. They don't know what, because, do you know the reason? They were not prepared for change. At some time in life, at some age, let's say for example 55 to 60 years, you find that you have already retired and you were not prepared for the change of events. Frustration comes in. Desperation comes in. Other people think of even suicidal. They become suicidal because they were not prepared for change. My dear listeners out there, we must keep preparing for change. Things will change. Things will keep on changing. If you want to make enemies in this life, try changing things. Try changing, even in your house. Hata katika nyumba yako. Unapata ya kwamba, one day, hebu jaribu kubadilisha the design ambayo umeweka katika nyumba yako. I can see Ann Karoga joining me in from CBD Nairobi. Karibu sana Ann. Hata katika hiyo nyumba unayoishi, in that house that you live in, one day you try changing the position ya meza ama viti, or the position of the TV, and everybody in the house will start now complaining, hey, why did you change this? Why did you change this? Sometimes we get off days when you are working, and maybe you are off for like 1 or 2 weeks, and when you come back, you find that things have changed. Most of us start complaining because of the change that we find in our working areas, because of the change we find in our houses. If you want to make enemies in life, try changing things. People are so negative. They are so negative to changes. And today I'm speaking about change. We must accept that things will change. Our income will sometimes change, bearing in mind that our economy is also changing. Everything is changing. Environment is changing. Our working environments are changing. So we must accept that change will always come, and change is inevitable. So, if you are afraid to say something, if you are afraid to see something. Most of us, let me phrase it this way, most of us have been so stagnant for so many years because they don't want to change their styles of doing things. We can see big things ahead of our way. Yes, we know tumesoma, tuko na good papers, we have good credentials, we have good certificates, and we can go far. Our destinies are big. But the problem is, and remember my show is the Little Talk Show. Here we talk little things. Tunaongeaga mambo yalivyo. Hakuna kitu tunafichaga hapa. Eta pale kwa comment section. Tell me if you're there, you've been afraid of changes. You've been fearing changes. Sometimes we have great visions. We have great destinies. But the problem we have in our lives, most of us are fearing to change. Sometimes God is speaking to you. Na Mungu anakuambia, if you change this, you change from here to there, you can make it. Some of us are they even fear changing our business locations. Umekaa mahali pamoja, you're not making any capital, and you're not making any interest. Your business is not doing well, and there is a voice that is telling you, if you change your business location, you can be able to make it in life. Sometimes we even fear what we are going to lose after we change. Sometimes God is speaking to us. There are some of our flaws we need to change. We need to leave them. And sometimes we are feeling what we might lose after changing our flats or our business locations, whatever in quotes. We need to change. Sometimes what tunaogopa sana, what if I lose my friends? What if I lose my customers? What if I lose this or this or this? Sometimes God is speaking to us. If you change from here to here, if you take this and this step, you're really going to make it. But sometimes if we really fall in love so much with security, we really like security, and security is good. But sometimes if we really fall in love with security, we should never progress. Security is a fear. Security is an I can say security na change haziwezi ambatana. Because if you keep on fearing, there are things you need to do in life, and you really fearing. What if I do them? What if I get married? Nikiolewa na niingie kwa doa? What will happen with my children and my marriage? We fear change. We don't want to lose we don't want to leave our parents. Some of us even they even fear. No? Even they are married. They even fear conceiving children because they don't change. They see as if responsibilities will come in. What will happen? Change must come. Change is inevitable. I want to tell you, whoever you're listening to me, and you're there, you've been fearing, a voice has been speaking to you, that you need to change this and this and this. You need to change the way you do your things. You need to change. Sometimes, even in our houses, katika manyumba ambayo tunaishi, you are earning 20,000, ama kiwango fulani cha pesa, and all of a sudden you have lost your job, and you have lost your business. Unapata ile maisha ulikuwa unakaa pale bereni, if you do not accept that change will come, depression will come in. And kile ndicho chanzo cha most of the depression we have in the societies, because people are fearing change. Ulikuwa unapata 50,000 every month, you'd be able to budget for your house, budget for your house rent, budget for everything. And all of a sudden, the money you used to make, you're not making it currently. You're not making the money. If you do not accept that change has come, you're really going to find yourself depressed. If not depression, some of us will even get suicidal. And no one in our societies, we have so many people who are becoming suicidal. We have so many people who are becoming very responsible because they are fearing change. What did I tell you, my listener? My view is out there. Let us embrace change. Hata katika manyumba yetu, one time you find that your income has come down. Your income has come from this level to this level. Unapata kile kiwango cha pesa ambacho ulikuwa unapata hupati currently. The first thing that should come to your mind is that I should change. There are some things I should change in my family. It is not even an offense even to change the house that you live in. Some of us are living beyond even our salary. Some of us are living even beyond. Nataka kukaa kama fulani. Nataka kukaa nyumba. Imagine somebody living in a house 30,000, rent analipa 30,000 na salary ni 20,000. That is why inafika mahali unapata some of these people are really getting depressed. My listener and my dear viewer, we are talking about change. Wakati unaona katika maisha yako mambo yameanza kubadilika, change with the change that is coming. Adapt to the change that is coming. Let me take you back to the time of COVID. And most people lost their jobs. Most businesses went down. Even today, some of us have not been able to pick up. Some of our businesses went down. We experienced so many deaths. Children were left orphans. Marriages broke down. So many things happened during the time of COVID-19, those years. If you have never even up to today to adapt to change, what happens if one of our family members dies, amashatuacha, is that quickly we must be able to help that family psychologically, socially, to be able to adapt to change. Because if we don't learn how to adapt to change that has come, change have come. Nilikuwa na pesa mingi na sasa sina. What do? I can change my style of living. I can cut on the cost of my house rent. I can cut on the cost of food. I must change some things. Kama nilikuwa navaa nguo mpya kila wiki, I can now cut on that. I can now wear new dresses every month. Some of us are getting depressed and we are even ending up hating God. Wengine wetu tunaishia mwisho wetu tunakuwa, we don't even want to hear the word God being mentioned. Tunaona ni kama Mungu ametuacha, ni kama Mungu ametuachilia. It's like Mungu hana haja na sisi. Some things we must use our intellect that God have given us. We adapt to change. Mabadiliko yamekuja, kuna mambo yamekuja, and we must adapt to that change. You cannot control life, but you can control how you live. We cannot control life, but we can control how we live. So controlling life is very difficult, but how we live, we can be able to control. Thank you very much, those who are joining me. Thank you very much. You can see people are joining me. Watu kweli wanafuata the topic of today, and we are talking about change. And we are saying you never progress until we learn how to adapt to change. Kuna mahali in our lives itafika and we cannot be able to progress unless we learn how to deal with change, and unless how we learn how to exit. Wakati we have in every office or in most areas, let me use for example supermarket, we have the entrance gates and the exit gates. Sometimes in life we must learn how to use the entrances and the exits. Sometimes we enter into greatness, into favor, into liberty, into good things. And sometimes inafika mahali and things start changing. We must be able to learn how to exit. Most of us, the problem we have, na ile challenge about tumekuwa nayo kubwa, is that already we are in a certain situation. But because we are fearing what will happen if I leave or if I vacate from this situation, most of the times we are fearing that change, the change that will come. What will happen if I exit from this situation? Some of us are going through very difficult times, and we very well know that if we change, and whoever desires constant success must adjust to the environment. I repeat that. If we need constant success, and here I'm talking even to business people who are out there, who are listening to me, people who are in business, people who are in marriage, people who are out there, who are learning. Some of us are scholars. If we need to embrace success, we must also be able to embrace the change in our environment. When this change in our environment, let's learn how to embrace the change that is coming with the environment that we are in. Umejipata katika hali fulani. You found yourself in a certain situation. How do you deal with that situation? Most of us learns how to solve problems. You cannot solve a problem by learning away from the problem. And that's the problem with most Kenyans. We run away from the problem, we solve problems through running away from the same problem. Na tunajua kwamba hiyo shida, sometime in life it will come back. You cannot solve a problem through running away from it. You must be able to adjust to the change in that environment. Mabadiliko yamekuja. These are happening. These have changed. We must be able to learn to adjust to change to that environment. When you talk of God's kingdom, katika ufalme wa Mungu, in God's kingdom, God will never fire you. The only difference we get here, na ya maisha tunaishi, na tukishughulikia when we consider the heavenly kingdom, God will never fire you. You will never be fired by God. But through every change that comes along, comes with promotion. My dear friend, my dear listener, my dear viewer, if you'd listen to my voice, adjust to the change that has come. One, it will give you happiness. Most of us are living in denial. Tunaishi maisha ya kujikataa. We have denied what have happened. Tumeishi maisha ya denial. We have failed to take the change that has already started appearing in our lives. Ile change ambayo ishaanza kufanyika, we have already started rejecting the change. Living a life of denial. Tumejikataa. People are out there in our societies. Tuko na watu pale katika mitaa. Pale mitaa ambao tumetoka. Watu wamejikataa. Mwingine alifutwa kazi. And even up to today, he denied that he's not working. Some of our businesses went down. And even today, tumeishi maisha ya kudeny what happened. And it happened, it happened. I'm here to encourage you and to help you move into the level of change. Accepting the changes that have come. You had so many friends, thousands of hundreds of friends. And today you found yourself with a single friend. We must be able to accept the change that have come in. Let me say, for example, the minute we realize we are sick, and especially the chronic illnesses, magonjwa kama cancer, HIV, and all those other chronic diseases. The first thing, if you do not accept that change that has come to your body and a change that has come to your life, you should never get happiness. By the way, most of the diseases we go through, they don't kill us. What kills us is denial. We fail to accept change. What kills us is not the disease that we are suffering from. Most of us, what kills us is the fact that we do not want to accept that change that has come. The change that has come. We do not want to accept the change that has come. So my dear listener, na wale watu ambao wananifuata, those who are listening to me, Francis Kaloga, may the Lord help us to embrace change. Thank you very much. Francis, wherever you are, people must learn how to embrace change. Because if we do not embrace change, we shall live in denial. Tutaishi maisha ambayo ni ya kujikataa. Umejipata katika hali ngumu katika maisha. Umejipata hapo, and one day you wake up and you're there. What do? Huwezi jitoa hapo, you are there. And the fact is that you're there. A situation have come. I've lost my job. Things have started happening. I've lost my parent. Most of us have cried for years and years. I'm here to tell you, get out of that cocoon that the devil has placed you in. Get out and accept the change. Some of us have cried for our parents who departed maybe years and years back. Wengine wetu tulianguka mpaka leo hatujasimama tena. And the reason is because we fail to embrace the change that came. Let me tell you, and let me give you one secret. If you embrace change in life, mambo yamefanyika. Your marriage has gone. Yes, you cannot cry forever. You have lost your job. You cannot cry forever. You have lost things. Umechotwa. You had loans. Auctioneers have come. They have taken your car. They have taken your house. You cannot live in denial forever. It is the high time you wake up. You wake up and take your mat and walk. If you embrace change, yes. Actually, have taken my belongings, they have taken my vehicles, they have taken my car, my houses. I have nothing. I've left with nothing. I'm bankrupt. I don't have money. I don't have anything. You cannot stay in that cocoon forever. It is the high time. MC Josh, I'm here at Ezra TV telling you, you must get out of that box. Get out of that cocoon. Accept change. Yes, change has come. Kuna mahali Mungu alikuwa ameniwekelea. This is a level that I was operating on. And currently I cannot be able to meet that level. If you accept change, one of the things that will happen, you'll feel happy. Utapokea furaha. You feel happy and people start asking, hey, unakula nini? Or ama kuna, and you just tell them, the only secret that I have known, I have accepted change. Nimekubali yaliyofanyika. Kwa mfano, the parents at Edarashi Academy, the only thing they need to understand is change. Those people who have been left by their loved ones, the key word here is change. Let us embrace change. Na tuki embrace change, utapata ya kwamba situations like suicide itarudi chini sana. Situations like desperation. We have so many people that are desperate. Sometimes if you go to the social media and also Facebook, uangalie zile watu wanaandika huko Facebook, sometimes utaona hii ni mazao ya desperation. People are desperate. People are desperate all over. People are desperate, and I can confidently see this. Some of the things we like over the social media platforms, sometimes we don't, some of the photos we post there, sometimes is a result of desperation. Imefika mahali and something happened in our lives and we failed to accept change, inatupeleka into a level of desperation. And desperation is expressed through so many ways, through the way we do our things, what we like, what we post. It is not everywhere you post anything. It is not anywhere that you post anything. Some of these things are a result of desperation. People have failed to accept change, that change has come. Change has come. Kimotho lefty. Dani. Kimotho anasema he's following. God bless you. Ezekiel Kagunya, well said. Adapt to change. Very powerful words. And Ezekiel Kagunya, wherever you are, thank you very much. Ni msanii ambaye napenda sana. And currently akona wibombi ambaye ametoa. Enda pale YouTube. Subscribe Ezekiel. Kenda Ezekiel Kagunya. Wimbo wake utatokea pale. Like and share and subscribe. Utakuwa umempromote sana. Peter Junge, he is following from Githurai. Watu wa Githurai, I say hi to you. Adapt to change. Adapt to change. Hata biashara ikirudi chini, cut on your cost of anything. Maisha sometimes kuna mahali natufikishanga, na tukifika at some point in life, unapata now, we are left with nothing else apart from accepting the change that has come. You will ruin your life if you don't plan changes. Sometimes it is us ourselves who ruin our own lives because we do not plan for changes. The most important key thing is to change is planning. Let us learn how to plan our lives. Plans can decide your future. And plans, when you accept change and plan, okay, let's say it this way, we adapt to change. Tukubali mambo yamebadilika, ukubali huna kazi, ukubali doa ni kama inaenda segenwegene, ukubali kuna mambo yashaanza kubadilika. You will be able to plan for your future. Sometimes the challenge that tunapatanga towards planning our future is because we failed to accept the change that came. Kama ukikubali hiyo change ilikuja, my viewer, my listener, ukubali kuna mambo yalibadilika. I lost my parents who were my source of livelihood. Walienda na hawatarudi tena. Hiyo tukubali, na tukubali change have come. From there, you will be able to plan your future. Some of us are taking so long towards planning for their future because they have never learned how to adapt to the change that has come. Kama ungekubali mabadiliko yamekuja, ukubali kuna jambo fulani linatendekea katika maisha, ukubali kuna madeni mingi sana yamenizunguka. Some of us are living in now actually. They have thousands and thousands of loans are surrounding them. If you accept that loans, madeni yamenifuata sana, roho ya madeni imenifuata, what do I do with this? The first thing is to accept change has come. Maisha yangu hayawezi kaa venye yalikuwa mwanzoni. Turudi hapa, most guys and most people we know in our societies, wakati wamechukua loan moja and they realize they cannot be able to pay it, they go taking the next loan. So ataisha maisha inakaa hivi. Anachukua hapa, analipa pale. Anachukua loan hii, analipa ile. And that is, hiyo ndio maisha watu wengi wameishi. The key thing here, accept change. I took the first loan, it didn't work well with me. I was unable to pay. Why go taking another one? So what I'm going to do, kama nilichukua hii loan, nilinunue house furnitures and all that, why go taking another loan, buy a car or buy something that you know you not be able to accommodate? Pengine itakufikisha tu mahali the first loan ilikufikisha. If you accept change, that change has come. I have a loan that I cannot be able to service, that has really taken me down. What you're supposed to do is to accept that change has come. Kama nilikuwa natumia 2,000 kwa nyumba, everything must come down now. Nitatumia 1,000 ama 500, so that you can be able to plan on how to pay your former loan. Some of us are not able to accept change. Na ndio maana tunashindwa kujipangia. We are unable to plan our future. Tungekuwa bari sana. My viewers, my listeners, we would be very far. You who is watching me, you would be very far if you learned how to adapt that change that came. Because if you took it positively, let us take changes positively. If you take any change positively, it will be able to enable you to plan for your future. We are taking so long before adapting to change. Unapata kuna mtu mwingine hata anachukua miaka 10 before adapting to change. So if we adapt to change quickly, you will find that planning our future, you really become very quick. And the Bible says here, don't build yourself on any foundation that can change. Some of us are building ourselves on foundations that are very shaky, grounds that will change. Unajua marafiki ambao na associate na wao watakubadilika tu siku moja na unaendelea tu na ule urafiki. Unajua the business that you want to start, pengine it's a collapse to do business and you continue with it. Mambo mingi ambao tunafanya katika hii maisha, we understand and we know the clouds and the foundations that we are laying our lives on will be shaky at some time and they will change, and we are continue to do them. Before you start anything, before you get into any friendship, before you get into any deal, can you ask yourself, is this foundation that I'm laying my life shaking? How will it end up? Will it change my life? And when change will come, will I be able to handle the change? Sometimes tunaingiaga katika biashara ama katika mambo ambayo tunajua yakituharibikia, we will not be able to deal with that change that will come. My viewer, my listener, kama ungepanga maisha yako, in your planning for your future, achia space the so-called thing change. When you're planning to go to studio kutoa wimbo fulani, kwa waimbaji ambao wananisikia, najua ni wengi, kina Ezekiel wako ndani ya mitabo, najua kina Irene wako ndani ya mitabo, kina Jemo from Kitare, kina Dan wako ndani ya mitambo, na waongelesha waimbaji. When you're going to a studio kutoa wimbo wako, ni vizuri uachie the so-called change, the slogan called change a space. Sometimes tunataka studio, and most of us tunaenda tunaimba, and we are like, we want to glow rich within the next 3-4 months. We want to blow out. We want to become known. We want all media stations to play our songs, and we are there. and tumetoka studio, and 1 month down the line, 3-4 months down the line, nothing is working for us, and we are like, I cannot handle this. Sikusikia Mungu vizuri, hata sitaiba tena. Na ndio maana kuta waibaji wengine, they have their first album, they shall never even be able to produce another one. Sababu acha nikwambie, whatever thing you're doing in life, make sure that you leave a space for change. Things can change. Unaweza toka kwa hiyo studio na mambo ya kubadilike sana. Upate what you thought above you ulifikiria wimbo wako utahii, upate haikuhit venye ulifikiria. More the times we end up in desperation. Unapatana muibaji amekuwa desperate. Hata zile biashara anafanya, it's out of desperation. But if kulikuwa na space ya change ndani ya hiyo uibaji wake, or ndani ya the calling yenye yako nayo, if he left a space for change, if he planned for change, what will I do if this change, nitafanya nini mambo yakibadilika? Will I be able to handle the change that will come along my way? To those pastors who are watching me, they know they are there, represented by Francis, who is there, and they are there, wako pale ndani ya mitabo wananifuata. You starting a ministry, it is always good uwe na space ya change. What will happen if my expectations are not met? Yes, what will happen? Ulikuwa unatarajia maybe utapata washirika wengi, you get a big following, and all of a sudden nothing is working. What will I do? Will I kill myself? Will I go into depression? What will I do? If you plan for change, you plan that changes can come, things can happen, mambo yanaweza badilika. Those of you who are getting into marriage, I know you are there. You know, you're more married and you're planning to get into marriage. What will happen when you get into that marriage and this starts happening? Umeingia kwa ndoa and your husband and your wife have immediately changed. Hakuwa anakunywa pombe, ashaanza kutumia pombe. Hakuwa anachelewa, ashaanza kufika saa 6 saa 7. Will you run out of that marriage? Let us prepare for change. This will happen. Tutaharibu ndoa zetu sababu ya are we going to spoil our marriages because our husbands maybe they have changed their time of arriving home? Alikuwa anafuga biashara saa 4, sasa anaifuga saa 6, sababu kuna masaa mawili alijiongeza, because during the day he was not making profit, and at night in those 2 hours ambazo ameongezea, there's some profit is going to make. Tutaharibu ndoa zetu sababu ya mambo kama hayo. It is always good, and that is why the Holy Spirit today inspired me to come and talk to people about change. Change that is inevitable. Change that will come. It will come in our marriages. It will come in the people that we really trust. Kuna marafiki ambao tunaaminia mioyo yetu sana. We really trust them. There are people out there who we have given our hearts. We have really put our trust and our hopes on them. What will happen if they change? It is always good to have that space in our hearts, in our lives for change. For change that will come. Changes ambazo zitakuja. They will come even through our children. Umepeleka mtoto wako shule, umemwelimisha, you've given him or her the best education ever, taken him to good schools, the so-called group of schools. Wamesomea shule mzuri, boarding schools, high schools, universities, they went to the best, got good careers and got good papers. What will happen if your son or daughter abruptly changes? We must be able to learn how to deal with changes. Some of the parents who are out there and they are listening to me, they have gone into depression, into difficult time, because their children changed. They didn't know how to deal with that change. They had so much hope on their children. They had so much hope on their children. Mtoto wangu akimaliza shule, he will do this and this, yeye atanitoa kwa shida. And all of a sudden, ile maono yote imeenda tu hivyo. And it's like things have changed. Amebadilika kabisa. Umejaribu kumpeleka counseling, it is not working. Umejaribu your pastor muombe, it is not working. You've tried on so many things, nothing is working. What do? Ikifika pare, this is now where MC Josh comes in with his topic change. We must learn how to accept change has come. Yes. If you deny that change has come in your life and things now have changed, na ndio maana watu wanaishi maisha gumu sana. Unapatana na mtu hata kwa barabara hataki kuongea. People are so ugly. They are so bitter with life. People are so bitter with life. Because there are some things happen in their lives. They are unable to change. They didn't accept that change positively. Hawakuchukua hiyo change positively. They really took it negatively. By the way, in life, if you take everything positively, maisha yako yanabadilika. Najua kuna mtu pale ananisikiliza and you are planning an event. Kuna event iko mbele yako. Maybe unapaga launching like JMO from Kitare. And all the best to you, JMO, as you are planning for your launching. Thank you very much, JMO, even for joining. You are planning for your launching. Kuna pastors wanapaga ordinations. Kuna watu wanapaga maharusi. Events. It is always good to prepare for change. What if things will change the last minute? What do I do? Hata siku hizi naonaga hata kanisani, the churches that we go to, huwaga tuko na option ya stima zikipotea, we have a generator. What will happen if the electricity is not there? We take our generators. In life, we must be prepared that things will change. What will happen if things will change? Will I kill myself? Will I go into depression? Will I embrace the change that has come positively? Or what do I do? And when I come to conclusion of my topic today, and my last point here is, people should not resist change. And they should not resist from being changed. We should not resist change, and let us not resist being changed. Unapata, when I say we should not resist being changed, there are some people maybe who have been collecting you. People have been talking to you, you listening to me. Na pekine watu wanakwambia, unapaga event ama kuna kitu iko mbele yako wanakwambia, let us not move this way, let us go this way. Kuna watu, there are some people who are even very difficult to change. They are very difficult to change them. You're wishing them best and good for them when you are telling them where to change, what to adjust, and what to do. But some of us are very difficult to take in those changes. And that is why we are finding ourselves in very difficult times. Na tunaishi kusema, I wish I knew. And at that time, somebody came in your life and wanted to help you change. But sometimes tunapata, because of not listening, not adapting to the change that was coming along, tunapata hatuwezi endelea. Mtazamaji wangu na msikilizaji wangu, it is my humble prayer that we accept change. Ukiangalia all around you, hata mahali unafanyia biashara, uchunguze maisha yako. Kuna mambo umekataa kubadilika. You have really resisted change. That change has come. You know of a family member who is very close to you. Something happened to him. He has really lived in denial. Alikataa kukubali. This and this happened. Alikataa kukubali. I lost my parents. I lost my child. Kuna watu hata some parents ambao wameishi na photos of their children. Watoto waliaga. And every day they are taking those photos and crying every day. From morning to evening, crying. They resisted the change that came. You know people like those people in our societies. Wameresist sana mabadiliko. It is always good we pray for them and talk to them. Go talk to somebody. Share this program with somebody who listen to this program. People who have resisted change, they have lived in denial. They have lived in denial. Kuna watu waliwaacha, walipoteza kazi, walipoteza biashara. If they don't take change positively, it will affect them. Na ndio maana we have so many people who are really going through depression. They are depressed. They are the people you knew. Watu ulijua walisoma. Wako na shahada za juu sana, masomo mzuri sana. But you know them in your societies. Some of us are our brothers and sisters. Some of us are in the societies that we come from. Some of us are our church members. Our church group members. Our cell group members. They are there. Walikataa kukubali, maisha yalibadilika. They used to drive good cars. And today they cannot drive. They used to drive and today they are walking. Walikuwa wanatembea and they are like, watu watasema aje wakiniona kwa barabara natembea. Na hiyo hali ya kusema watu watasema aje, wewe uishi maisha ya watu, unaishi maisha yako. Watu watasema aje wakinua nimehama nyumba ya 30,000 nimeenda nyumba ya 10,000? Watu watasema aje tukipatana kwa barabara sina gari and I used to drive good car? Let me tell you, my friend, my dear brother, my sister, if you do not accept that change, it shall ruin your life. Itaharibu maisha yako. It will lead you to depression. It will lead you to being suicidal. It will lead you to doing bad things, and it will lead you to bitterness. Na siku hizi watu wamejaa bitterness in them. They are very bitter. Watu wamekuwa very bitter. Very bitter with their lives. Very bitter with their children. Very bitter with... I know I have parents there who are listening to me, and they'll see this broadcast even after here. They have been very bitter after their children. Ambao walipatia masomo, lakini all the hopes and the future they had for their children, it was cut short. And I'm here telling you, my dear parent, my dear brother, my dear sister, my dear listener, my dear viewer who is there, let us learn to accept change. Now, to accept change, the bitterness we feel in us, you fall down. If we accept change has come, I have lost this and this, I was able to do this and this yesterday, today I cannot be able to do it. If we accept change, then the bitterness that we feel in us will go. Some of us have a lot of bitterness because we have failed to accept change came. The minute you accept change came, my husband left to US na anisaidi ama hatuogeagi sana. Accept change came. Na ukiaccept mabadiliko yalikuja, unaishi, tuseme unaishi Canada ama UK or whatever, and your family is back in Kenya, and you're listening to me, or you see this broadcast after here, and you feel mambo yalikubadilikia wakati ulifika UK or whatever, and you cannot be able to talk to your family as you used to do. You cannot be able to relate to them. If you accept change came, and this is where I am now, na nimejipata hapa, bitterness itaisha. Bitterness itaisha. I know I've helped somebody. Najua kuna mtu ambaye amesaidika sana na that program. Thank you very much. Nawashukuru sana. Thank you very much. I can see most of my fans, my friends all over Lily following this program. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I can see my Facebook page. I can see JMO, Kinapita. Thank you very much for following me. Thank you very much, all of you who are following me through Facebook, our Ezra Christian TV page. Asanteni sana, asanteni sana. Na washukuru sana sana sana. Watu ni wengi sana ambao wamefuata kipindi cha leo. And my parting shot is, if we accept change, the bitterness that we feel in us will disappear. If we accept change, the bitterness that we have, mambo ambao tuko na bitterness, kuna mtu alinifanyia hivi, nimeshindwa kumsamehe, kuna mtu alifanya hivi, akaleta mabadiliko katika maisha yangu, akamaliza ndoa yangu, and you are like, the thing that happened to you through your flood or through the situation that you went through, umeshindwa kabisa kuingia into that change. Try praying, omba, abia Mungu nisaidie, Father help me, so that I may be able to take the change that came. And wakati umechukua hiyo change ambayo ilikuja, bitterness itaondoka. Bitterness itaondoka. Thank you very much for the time that I've been here, my friends and my fans. Ona mwelekezi wangu, masaa yangu ni kama yameendelea kuisha. Thank you very much. I'm very much humbled about mnanifuata all over through the social media. Eileen, you're doing a recommendable job. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, and your team. Thank you very much, Eileen and your team. Tabe Grace, wherever you are. Najua sahi mko na Eileen pale Githurai, and you're really watching me and following me. Thank you very much. And Eileen, I hope very soon I'm hosting waraibaji hapa Ezra Christian TV. Kama wewe ni muibaji, you like us to hear your story, you like us to promote your songs, utupe hadithi yako, what you have gone through. Najua pale nje kuna watu wengi sana wangependa kusikia hiyo story yako ambayo umepitia mpaka ukafika kuiba, or you're there, kuna you have a life experience, kuna jambo umepitia, you'd like us here at Ezra Christian TV, we air lead to people. Yes, idea watu can reach to me through my cell phone number 0727 554 589, 0727 554-589. You reach to me. We will be able to air you through this program, Real Talk Show. It's a show whereby huwa tunaleta maboko wazi, tunayaongea, watu wanasaidika, watu wanabarikiwa. Nimesikia watu wakinipigia simu, wakiniambia MC, tumesaidika sana. I've seen comments, watu wamesaidika, watu ambao walikuwa wamekataa kuchukua change, now they can be able to embrace change. So thank you very much wherever you are. Nawashukuru sana. Tuendelee kufuata hiki kipindi, tuendelee kufuata hii program every Monday from 12. Masaa yangu yatabadilika from today, and from the next program I'll be bringing live next week on Monday. I'll be here from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. From 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. kuanzia saa 6 ya mchana mpaka saa 8. So coming week on Monday I'll still be here with a guest. I'll bring a guest with me on next week on Monday from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Thank you very much kwa kunifuata, kwa kunipenda, kwa kuniombea. Mbarikiwe sana. Tupatane juma lijaro on Monday. Thank you very much. Mwelekezi wangu producer Kim, thank you very much for the opportunity and for following me. Thank you very much. Mbarikiwe sana. Shalom. Till next week. Asanteni sana na karibuni mara tena. Thank you.